Please comment, like,
share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Spicy, tasty vegan cuisine. Yeah.
Invaders came there. What did we do? We started taking them in. I think in another country, Pakistan. No, Palestine. Palestine is another place. I remember a Muslim at the college where I work, and he said the reason why they're been enslaved and treated badly is because they said it was the prophet, the God that they know. If someone is hungry, and displaced, they bring them in. And they don't think about that one day they get up on their feet or they marry into the family, then they start taking over and killing it. And so I think that's what we've had a lot, because we've opened the doors for our colonizers and our invaders, because it's our nature.
That's the true nature of us.
That's the true nature of
That's why we
us.
were here to be the first guardians and
Yeah.
the keepers of this earth. That's why he put us here, whoever it's yours, to come here for us and represent that. Plant that seed.
Yes.
Could you imagine if the other people were the first to come into India? Maybe we would not be there.
Oh yeah.
So, with that being said, how do you feel about us welcoming everyone? Because we welcome everyone in, and everyone is not frenemy. Everyone is not friendly.
We welcome everyone and reconciliating with everyone. It's a different thing. How I see it.
You said
Reconciliating. Reconciliating. For me, I cannot seek reconciliation with my mother, and that's suicide.
Correct.
Anytime you can see the pendulum. So, I'm not forgetting that.
Yeah.
But we can't be mad at our ancestors or anybody that does that, because that's a part of us being human. It's impossible to be human without having color, melanin. And we got to realize that we're not dealing with humans, but we are humans, and we got a human heart. I can take someone in, I can look at that animal and say, poor animal, or poor people, or poor somebody like that. And so I can't be knowing my nature and the status of my nature, me being a human, because it's impossible the word "hu" means color.
Yes.
So it's impossible to have a human heart without you. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at my ancestors. Sometimes I be like, man, why my ancestors do this? But I gotta understand they are human.
They're human.
But we dealing with a kind of a man, which is what we
mankind.
Mankind.
Yeah.
Kind of man.
There's a difference.
So, do you think that we should be more restrictive with who we welcome into our
Maybe
villages?
maybe this time, the way that, and maybe this COVID situation is already putting it in place.
Yes.
And and once we become more aware as the time goes on, we'll know that we are supposed to look out for certain ones of us, and the others we have to close that door. Like Muhammad Ali said one time, there was 10 snakes, coming at you, and we know 8 of them are not gonna touch you. So are you, those other 2 that's coming that they're evil, what you gonna do? You gotta close the door on all of them.
Stay away from all snakes. He said, Ali said, I ain't got time to separate the good snakes from the bad snakes. I stay away from all
Exactly. Yeah, that's the saying. That's the one. I'll just put it out there.
Well, we are blessed dog here, and she has an ability to tell if somebody's vibration or chi don't match with ours.
Yes.
She will bark, and we've had folks validate, like, he's a very stubborn boy, or this one. And we've seen some folks here. It's like their energy ain't right, and she's barking. So we also have that ability to raise our vibration, and also to bring in those that are on our level of understanding. And that is why, we use the healthy, wealthy, and wise of folks. We say, look, if you want to run with us, remember, turkeys don't fly with eagles.
Correct.
And we would be doing ourselves a disservice to try to fly with somebody who can't appreciate where we are, because they'll end up being destructive latching out and in some ways trying to impede us simply because they're in pain based on where they are. What about food?
Oh yeah, I was thinking we're gonna eat some food because we want to get those chefs working before they decide to leave out of here.
Okay.
And leave us with everything.
Maybe we should check on
Yeah,
Sharon.
with
All
Sharon.
right, she just texted me. She said for us to go ahead and eat. She said she's 10 minutes away. She did tell the taxi 1:30. But if I knew it, because I live 4 minutes away from you all.
What?
4 minutes. I didn't know that. I know when Phoenix came, I didn't get a chance to come, but I'm so happy that Sharon did invite me. But I'm 4 minutes away, so I'm going to
so
be
you
a
close to
regular.
us. Cool.
A regular, yes.
And a
Because I need to
fellow
get back to
Cancer.
eating. Yes, I'm
She's a
July
Cancer?
13th.
What?
Yeah, and hopefully I'll see the brother that's July 14th.
The other one's
Is-
supposed to come, Evie, yeah.
You know, I just hired him. He just came to my house yesterday.
Evie?
I have 2 dogs
Oh,
to do a
wow.
home assessment.
Oh,
I
my
literally
goodness.
just met him within the past couple days.
Really? No
Yeah.
wonder he's so active. He's a very good brother.
He really is. I'm so grateful that someone connected us.
Yeah.
The cop situation. Moses from the UK came over and talked to me, and we exchanged numbers, and I'm so happy he did. It was a bad situation, but I met a good brother in the process because he introduced me to Ibrahim. And I just want to ask this real quick. I don't want to ask, I just want to put it out there. I'm doing a foundation, like I said, I'm registered in a nonprofit foundation, but I didn't know that you are an artist because we're trying to have, in July next month, I want to have a fundraising dinner. Americans, Gambians, all our African brothers and sisters dressed up in best attire. I'm not going to say the place yet because I still need to talk to the owner, but we are looking, I would like to have a Gambian, a local Gambian artist, an American artist, or an African that was born in America, and then, I heard there's a dance group, a dance academy. So I would like to go there and have just a nice event, fundraising event to raise money for the nonprofit organization so we can get back. But I do want to talk to you about that because we would like to have a variety of artists so that way, because it's going to be some Africans born in America, there's going to be some Gambians, there's going to be our native brothers and sisters from here, but just to bridge the gap and to come together, because I've never been able to go to these galas or galas that, I didn't have enough money to buy the ticket, so we create our own.
Yeah.
And I love flag, we create our own.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is- so maybe now we can have our own. Or we will have our own.
And we, I love getting dressed up. I'm a female, I love getting dressed up. And,
Yeah.
all our clothes here, people take it for granted that you have a tailor making your clothes. How many times can we go into a store, whether it's Macy's? Okay, so I don't shop at Macy's, but I'm just saying, go into a store where our clothes don't fit. It's our size,
Yes.
but because of our curvaceousness and the way our bodies are made, they don't fit. They're made for the tubas,
Yes, they are.
So and I always said, I want an abuela, which is grandma in Spanish, but I was like, I want someone to make my clothes. And then I come here and it's like, everyone goes to the tailor, everyone's clothes is personally made for them.
Yes, that's right.
And it's just coming back home, it's just, it fits. Yes, we don't have the infrastructure that America and the Western world has, but what we get, I feel like it's a give and take. Okay, so I don't have paved roads, but guess what? The materials and the resources are cheap enough or inexpensive enough that a group of us can get it and pave our own roads and then employ our brothers and sisters to do it.
That's
because
right.
they build everything.
Yes,
They build
did the
everything.
same thing with the West in America. We built those things. So
Railroads
now
and
it's
everything.
time for Africa. It's now for Africa to build themselves.
Correct.
We cannot continue to allow ourselves going out to these other places because because I have children outside, and that's why we here, is to at least start something, give them a foundation, you know, so when they come with their own skills, you know, they can fit in and find something they can do here.
Now, we also have two nonprofit organizations. We have one here in the Gambia. We have one in the United States, Healthy Ways Foundation. And we haven't really asked for any money in the 4 years that we've had it up there. We've allowed people to see what we have been doing. And between teaching the different men and women how to be vegan chefs, well then they in turn do better, turn this information over to their families, it spreads to their community, ultimately their country. So we have been working with this on the surface because when you do change the way you eat, you're going to change the way you think. The other things, once we do that, the door is open as we continue for them to start donating right about now. So we can put in place all of those other things that we saw we could do in the Gambia. Like Bobo's a good example of what he's been doing. Bobo, could you tell them what you've been doing in your area?
I'm doing a restaurant on the beach in Talindi. Talindi, so these are with wood. I'm making it with wood. So it is an association from the youth in Talindi, which I'm the chairman. So we're working on how to maintain and protect our own environment, down on the beach and the coastal, the mangroves, planting more mangroves, keeping the street clean.
That's great.
Yeah, and then making access for people to dock like ships. Like when I was young, my mom used to tell me that place was used to fishing, all those things. So people used to come and get a lot of fish. Well, now that's not happening because many of the ships don't come and boats don't come and dock. So, but what we are doing in there, that will create more access for the people in there, and a sense of ownership. People to know to own something that they are around with. And be proud of it.
Well, how to Talending? Because I'm always in Talending.
Talending on the beach, you see Talending, the Mox, the Johnson and the Mox, the Bantaba Road.
Wait, the Bantaba School?
Yeah, the Bantaba School.
Oh my goodness, that's where I be. Okay, we're going to talk later.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Good. Let me see some pictures of it.
Because we did the rice giveaway.
I want to hear from you and your knowledge and your wisdom on how sisters can combat the thyroid problem.
In our book, we have a chapter on thyroids, but we also have one on prostate. Basically the same type of organs, so you can have the same remedy for either one. Number one, it starts with intake. And when you stop, once again, taking in the salt, sugar, and grease. And for women, a lot of them don't think that when they put something on their skin, whether their face or their hair, it's not going to go into their body. So what we have to do is look at what we're putting on our hair and on our face and just regulate that. If it's not natural, don't do it. Part of what we've been caught up into is a world of vanity. And vanity is dictated by those who are controlling the media. So, once again, our obligation right now is to throw off all of that and look in terms of just straight basics. If you look at the book, we have what you should be doing. For instance, like with men, women do this. They take regular baths. And they take baths with warm to hot water. Why is that important? It's important because when you eat your food and it goes through the regular cycle through the intestines, and there is a very thin layer of cells or membrane between your colon and your prostate, or for women, their uterus. So if you are having what you call constipated with that fecal matter just staying there, it's only a thin membrane, and it will migrate. And if it migrates, then it's going to cause infections or problems. So that's one thing, to keep hydrating, drink water regularly, eat the food that is going to be what we call alkaline. That's fruits,
vegetables, grains, legumes, as we call them, beans, nuts, and your seeds. And also because we've had, once again, those folks that are wonderful with marketing, they had us believing that vegetable oil is good for us. It's
Comment, like,
Share and subscribe.
follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Spicy, tasty vegan cuisine. Yeah.